Hi, I'm Kasun Nitanage. I'm going to explain you how we can set up a CI/CD pipeline for WSO2 API Manager with Jenkins. You can use any other automation tool for set up this pipeline, but in this example, we are focusing on Jenkins. So first, you will need to have a working Jenkins installation, and in this Jenkins installation, you will need to have installed this latest version of API tool, which you can download from here. And also you will need to set up your API manager instances running with latest API import export tool, which you can download from here. So I have already configured these things. So this is my dev environment, this is my test environment, and this is my production environment. So what I need to do is I already have created an API in my development environment, which is being published, and it has this production URL pointed to dev.wso2.com. Now I need to promote this API into my test environment and in the published state. Also, I need to change this production URL from dev.wso2.com to test.wso2.com upon the promotion. So, to set up this, first you will need to export this API. You can use API export API and give the API name, version, and the provider and the environment for export. So after the API was exported, you can extract this API. I have already done it, and you can store it inside your repository. So in here I have created a simple Jenkins file which contains minimal information. I have API name in here, and I have a configuration script which set up environments for each API manager using API CLI tool. Then as next stages, I have defined stages for deploy for test and production, and you can see this test and production have different configuration. For example, in test is retry timeout is 80, and in production it is 60. Also, as I told you that I wanted to have different endpoints for different environments, I have defined them in a file called API params.yaml inside my project. So you can see this in here. For dev environment, I am defining it as dev.wso2.com, and for test it is test.wso2.com, and for production it is pod.wso2.com. And you can see for each environment I have defined a retry timeout. You can see I also have defined it as an environment variable. In this parameters file, I also have defined it as an environment variable. You can see this $mark. So when tool imports this API using import API command, it will automatically detect this parameters file and look for each environment variable and create an artifact for you containing all the necessary details for the deployment. And also we have put this update flag in here, which does this updating the same API if it is already existing, or create a new one if it does not exist. So what we want to do is update the same API throughout our pipeline. So I have already committed and pushed this to my Git repository. You can see it here. Then what I need to do is I need to set up a pipeline. I can set up using new item. I already have done it. and inside this you can see this master branch. I am going to build this pipeline now. So you can see Jenkins is checking out from version control, and now it is setting up environments, and now it is deploying to test environment and production environment. You can see everything was success. So if we go to test environment, you can see now pet store is available on test environment 2, and it is in published state as it was published in our dev environment. And if we take a look at the production URL, you can see it is changed from dev.wso2.com to test.wso2.com. Also in the production environment, you can see API is also published, and it has a different production URL. It is prod.wso2.com. So now you have seen how to set up a simple pipeline for WSO2 API manager. You can also have different certificates for different environment. You can also define it in our parameters file. It is a really powerful tool you can use to set up complex pipelines for continuous integration. You can learn about this more in our documentation. Thank you.